Hi guys, welcome to Vita Deditae Gaming. Today we're here for another 4 mugs, 1 mic. This is Corey. Hi guys, it's me. Over there we've got Kate.
Hey.
Over there we've got Elliot.
Hey.
We've got Jamie.
Hello.
And we've got Chris.
Hi.
And we've got a few topics that we'd like to talk about today. So, just jumping straight into the news for this week, we've got Assassin's Creed Origins. Some new information has come out around it. Assassin's Creed Origins will be set in Egypt. It's going to be the first chapter in a trilogy, so it's going to be a new trilogy. So I think like Assassin's Creed
More like
2.
the Ezio trilogy.
Exactly, yeah. And the further 2 installations are going to be set in Greece and Rome.
Rumour, we don't know officially.
We don't know officially.
We don't know any of this officially.
This is all rumours, and the first game is going to be coming out fall
Leaks.
this year, so 2017. You're going to be playing as 2 characters. It's going to be more of like an open world scenario.
Instead of a storyline.
Exactly. It's going to be
I imagine you'll still have a storyline, but
Can't
make it complete. More your choice of how you do it.
Exactly. I reckon it'll be like you've got like a certain like task you can do, and you can just do them as you like. It's going to be set much more in like more of an RPG system. That Skyrim's been mentioned.
It's got a bit of a Bethesda twist to it, it seems.
Yeah, it seems to be. And it's going to have boats! So I'm happy, guys.
Motherfucking boats!
Because the best game that they ever made had motherfucking boats.
I'm gonna let Corey finish, but the best Assassin's Creed is Syndicate.
And this bitch is wrong.
I've never finished any of them.
New Assassin's Creed. What do everyone think? So new Assassin's Creed Origins is going to be called. I'm quite looking forward to this.
Yeah, it sounds interesting. It sounds
sound cool.
It seems like they've changed it up a lot, which I think is because they've had the year out.
Yeah, they've had a couple of years out now, haven't they?
Is it connected to the
It's been
movie?
2 years since the last release.
Okay.
In any way?
When that
connected to
comes
the
out.
movie?
It's apparently a prequel.
Yeah.
To the movie.
to
To everything, okay.
Well, if it's set in the times of Egypt, Greece and Rome, this will probably be the furthest back in time.
That's why that's why it's Origins, isn't it?
We're talking
Yeah.
BC, potentially.
So it's going to be the forming of the Assassins and the Templars, basically. That's pretty cool.
That sounds like a pretty cool
The Templars are quite late, though, not BC.
Yeah,
Well,
but
Templars
they'll make shit up, Jamie.
It can't be BC if it's Templars.
It'll probably be what they originally started out as.
Maybe it's the origins of the Templars. You know.
Because the assassins, what would the assassins have had to fight against before them? It's probably whatever they were fighting against. Then they became the Templars.
Well, as we know before, Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, dinosaurs were over here. Assassin's Creed vs Dinosaurs sounds pretty good to me, to be honest.
I'd play
Or you just play as an assassin dinosaur.
Assassin's Creed 5.
Killing
Yeah, pretty much.
Assassin's Creed, that'd be so right, the dinosaurs.
Oh, okay.
I'd play that.
This is pure speculation.
Yeah,
All in the realm of possibility.
Did you say there was 2 characters as well?
So you might be playing so similar to Syndicate, where you can play as a brother and a sister. There might be 2 characters speculating this. I think that was received rather well in Syndicate, so I might stick with that.
It was cool.
With that whole
they had
thing.
like 2 different styles to them.
Jacob was made for brawling, Evie was made for stealth.
Okay.
So they might have a similar thing where they have strengths and weaknesses within their own class.
And you can choose which one to have at a certain mission.
In the story, it was dictated to you, but on the sort of side missions,
like going around doing shit.
Yeah, but I didn't think about that, and I did the whole game as Jacob, and then my friend Jake was like, "Oh, yeah, so you do like the stealth ones as Evie, yeah?" And I was like,
Do you want that?
"No, it's because I'm so bad at stealth. I just like play as the brawler, just kill everything in my way."
Fuck everyone up.
Yeah, and then Jake was like, "Oh, did you know you can do this?" And I was
as long
like,
as there's no one left to see you, you're fine.
Exactly. If no one sees it, it never happens.
So yeah, it seems pretty cool. So it's got the reintroduction of boats. So that came from...
This guy loves his boats.
This is what I care about!
He loves his boats.
I spent so much time on
Boat
a fucking
Simulator
boat.
2017.
I spent so much time on a boat in Assassin's Creed 4. It was in Assassin's Creed Rogue as well, but I didn't actually end up playing Rogue.
No, because that came out in the old...
It came out at the same time as Unity,
yeah.
And just those old dead platforms that nobody wanted to touch anymore.
I don't really want to go too much into the boats, but what kind of boats are they? Are they like black flag big sailing boats? Are they kind of like...
We don't know yet. We simply just don't know yet.
Well, if it's further back in time, then it won't be the big boats.
They didn't say ships. That's what I'm going to say. They said boats.
It's going to be the Ark. It's going to be the Ark. Calling it.
Assassin's Creed Noah. Oh my god, guys!
Assassin's Creed Genesis.
Oh, this guy!
You don't know, you know. Don't joke because you don't know. They could pull
That's
that.
why there's 2 characters. 2 by 2.
Oh.
Do you reckon one of them will be do you reckon one of them will be a girl to make up for the whole we don't animate women?
Well, they did that for the last one, so probably. They get moaned out otherwise.
can't animate that.
Can't believe I said that. That's stupid. Can't animate women. Next game, there's a woman.
No, but
Obviously you can.
Did you have the backlash?
No, I think that if you play Syndicate, I think Evie was always there, but she wasn't playable until someone messed up and said that, and then they were like, that's what I feel like it was anyway, but I guess we'll find out.
So Assassin's Creed Origins seems pretty cool. Hopefully coming out in fall this year.
Leak screenshot, which will be on the screen somewhere.
Exactly, so they've taken a year out, so by the time it comes out, it's going to be 2 years since Assassin's Creed. It's going to give them the time I think they need to probably work on a new idea. But it was getting a bit samey, really, to be honest.
It was. They were just shitting out the games.
I'm a lover of Assassin's Creed from the first one. I played them all through.
Yeah, the first one was terrible.
It was not a good game.
Second one was amazing. First one was bad.
Brilliant.
But I felt like I had to play the first one.
For getting the annual release, it started getting a bit dire.
Yeah.
Talking about annual releases, next on the list we have Call of Duty World War II.
Whoa! You know what? I'm glad it's going back to World War II.
So I think I much enjoy the games that more set in the
we're on the wavelength.
Yeah.
We're on the wavelength here.
At the exact same time, me and Elliot just died inside.
It's gonna be the seriousness of World War II, but with high colour camouflage and dabbing. Yeah, and jetpacks.
And zombies.
Yeah, and
there is zombies
and
coming.
exosuits.
And exosuits.
Nah, they
And
can do all that.
respectfully.
If I'm honest, the only part of Call of Duty I like is zombies. Zombies is the only fun part of Call of Duty now these days.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'd buy a Call of Duty, is to play zombies.
I wouldn't know because I've never played one and I don't
Zombies is
intend
good.
to.
I like zombies.
No, zombies is cool. Zombies, that horde mode is really cool part of that game.
But I think this is what
As long as
Call
you
of
play it
Duty
once
should
as
have
well.
done years and years and years ago.
Yeah.
They forget about the futuristic
Someone
crap.
look around
No one
like
likes
Call of
that
Duty
shit.
2 era,
After maybe Modern Warfare 3,
Should
they
work
should
back.
have gone back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now it's like they've just copied.
I think leaping into the future,
Yeah.
they made mistakes leaping into the future, and I think that like the thing is when you go into the future, it makes it much less grounded. Everyone's going for the same place.
I felt like I had to because everyone else did.
That's like synchronised.
We're all British.
I actually don't like tea, so I guess I'm not English.
No.
Yeah.
There's some German in you somewhere.
No. That's German. That's German. Sorry to any of our German viewers out there. I do apologise. But yeah, having the game set in like
That's one nationality ticked off the list.
Yeah.
Who should we do next?
Mexicans.
Let's not. don't start. But all.
Is that a Mexican?
Building walls. That's Trump.
Online.
She's Spanish?
No one knows.
She was Mexican.
She's Spanish?
Who knows? We're getting off
Back on track.
Back on track.
Call of Duty Mexicans.
So yeah, I think oh my god.
That'll be next.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. What like drug? What the drug cartels versus special forces?
Oh
That's
my God.
Wildlands.
That's Wildlands.
Yeah.
That's not in Mexico. That's in Bolivia.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. It's
Anyway, Call of
So
Duty.
anyway, getting back to Call of Duty, everyone's favourite game. I think it's a good idea going back to World War II. I think it's much more grounded and it's much more. You can impose yourself more there than because you know about it. You know about the history.
As long as they
and you can like especially if they do battles. It's supposedly going back to Big Red 1, which was
the best Call of Duty game ever.
And it just seems much more realistic than jumping into the future and be like, yeah, lasers.
There needs to be more like Battlefield in the.
I think
more serious and less.
that's exactly what's happened here.
Yeah.
I've seen Battlefield 1, I've seen the success and think, damn, this is what people want.
Yeah.
And this is what's going to sell.
I don't want any of these add extra scopes onto your gun.
I think this game is going to scale way back.
I actually like the thought of like having your weapon and then putting the add-ons on that you want.
I like being customisable.
Yeah.
But not being ridiculous.
No.
Don't want that pink camo. No.
Oh no,
No.
obviously.
Not in World War II.
No.
Extra mud, maybe.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Well, you could just dive into a bit of mud to get the extra mud on your gun.
It's not that realistic. It's not Battlefield.
Did you see the Call of Duty game mode where you could be the Predator? Like the actual. Did you not play that? Was it Call of Duty Ghosts? I think it was Ghosts.
The worst one.
People are gonna correct me on this. But it was Call of Duty, one of the Call of Duty games where you could be the actual Predator, and you can go
That sounds
around
nuts.
and kill everyone.
We need to get it.
That's
We need
very
to
See-
get it right now.
That's the things they used to do to try and get people to play.
Yeah.
I would have played that if I would have known you could be Predator.
Now they come back to what people used to love about Call of Duty
Yeah.
when it was
Which is good
when it was
gameplay.
amazing.
good mechanics. Because I'll be honest, the gameplay of Call of Duty is to this day it's impeccable. They've perfected the way that their game plays.
Yeah.
I cannot fault them on that, and the engine
The
looks
gunplay
good.
is great.
It's amazing.
Die a little bit quick these days, but a bit quicker than the older games. But
Yeah.
apart from that, yeah.
I think it's a good idea. I'll have a look at it. I'll definitely I'll have a glance.
Yeah.
We'll
I'll
probably
have my usual Call of Duty glance, and we'll see
We'll
whether.
probably get into the beta, try that out.
We'll most end up playing zombies. But, you know, that's
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
I'll buy it for zombies and then story, and then if I don't get into the multiplayer within like a month, I'll just train it.
I think Call of Duty these days they've got a very specific stigma that they need to rectify.
Well, they need to turn it around. I mean,
they need to rectify.
it's like the Battlefield players, sort of our age, maybe
Yeah.
18 and above.
They moved on from Call of Duty
Yeah.
to Battlefield.
Now, Call of Duty has been going downhill since they've started making an 18-plus game, and for the target of children
Yeah.
and small teenagers,
Small.
etc. Like, young teenagers, you know.
Small teenagers.
Generally, I mean, a lot of adults enjoy
Smart.
Call of Duty
Yeah.
and everything, but it's
It's
generally.
that divide, isn't it? That's exactly when you think of Call of Duty. That's what you think. You're like
You think of the
everyone that plays
12-year-old
that
kids
yeah,
with the
yeah.
Doritos and Mountain Dew? That's what you think of.
that are a part that could potentially be my dad. Like,
Yeah.
who knows? I don't know. But yeah, there is that. Yeah, definitely. There is that
Yeah.
sort of thing. Everyone has that.
And Call of
opinion.
Duty is a massive name in gaming. There's
Yeah.
no
Call of
getting
Duty is-
around that. It's
Call of Duty is
massive.
huge. It's consistently like the biggest
Yeah.
selling game of the year. It's undeniable. It's one of the most valuable gaming franchises to have ever existed.
You say that, it is getting less. It's selling
Well, it
less.
has.
It is. It's going down and down and down.
Yeah.
It's kind of
I
plateaued.
think it plateaued at Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
And then since then,
Blocks.
it hasn't quite reached the whole
Yeah.
spectrum that it did originally.
People are moving on to different shooters. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I think it's just a fact of the people that are playing it are just they're
getting older.
They're growing old. They're growing
Yeah.
old. They're literally people are growing up. It's one of these franchises. Like when did Call of Duty 4 came out? Call of Duty 4 came out, and that's when it was massive. That's when it was at its
Wasn't
biggest.
2004?
No, Call of Duty 4 came out with the
Over
eight.
Over 10 years ago.
2008?
No, I think it was earlier than that.
Which one's for?
Call of
Seven,
Duty
then.
Modern Warfare.
Like 2007?
No, I think it was 7. I think it was 7.
Yeah, 2007, yeah.
Make
It was
correct
one of
on
the
this.
years.
But think about that.
It was one year.
It's been a decade since
Yeah.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 came out.
When was the last World War II one?
Was World at War.
When
Oh, no,
was
no,
that?
sorry, that was Vietnam. No, sorry, that was...
So even Call of Duty 2 was literally, and all the spin-off
I don't
ones, like
remember.
Big Red One and
No,
Farthest
there
Hour.
was a Call of Duty.
No, sorry,
3
World
that was
World at War was
World
World
War
War
II?
II, yes.
Okay.
And that was 2008.
Alright, so it's been a while.
It's been almost 10 years. It's
Yeah.
been almost 10 years.
It's like, it saddens me
But
that,
when's it coming out?
This year.
This year.
End of this
That's
year.
almost in.
it saddens me that kids nowadays see Call of Duty as what it is now,
Mhm.
when it was at its best, when it was World War II.
The thing is, you go back to then, it's like, we were those kids at that point.
I know,
Yeah,
it's still
yeah.
at its best.
We were those young girls, those 15-year-olds playing at 18, yeah, like, oh shit, look at this game, oh, this shit's sick.
We
but
were
going back
there
to
when
then,
it started.
Hipsters.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It seems like it's going to be going back to the original formula. I'm quite interested in it. We'll see where it goes. I'm not
Yeah.
going to have, I'll be honest, I'm not going to have too much faith because at the end of the day, it isn't
Yeah.
the Call of Duty game.
Yeah.
It's not
Uh,
delivery pre-order, let's put it that way.
No, exactly,
no.
exactly.
But when we were younger, the Call of Duty games that we fell in love with, we liked them because they were realistic back then and they were gritty and they were
Mhm.
as we
Yeah.
expected.
If
Exactly,
it comes out with
exactly.
another one of them,
The stories were short, but they were good.
They were good.
yeah.
Well,
If
the
it-
older
it was fun
games,
to play.
they're actually decent.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch the
Yeah.
trailers. The first dab I see, I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
If I
it-
see any dabs or any jetpacks in World War II, which I'm expecting to be honest,
Yeah.
but we'll see what happens.
But no, that's where we'll go from World War II.
Golden camouflage.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Gold's not as bad as pink.
It'll be pink with marijuana
Yeah,
on it.
Yeah,
that's how it's going to go.
Yeah, marijuana.
Devil's lettuce.
You know it's going to,
Lots to come.
you know it's going to happen.
Christ, he's watching.
you know the direction Call of Duty always goes. So moving on from that. The last time we did a podcast, we had did we mention the last podcast? I can't quite remember.
we did.
But on Twitter we
Put it on
mentioned that we'd like to people to send us in questions. I'd like to about specific topics on the podcast. And we had a question from Jake, our good friend
Hi,
Jake.
Jake.
And he asked us what HD remakes would they like to see on the new platforms of previous games that we played.
No,
So
hang on now. HD remakes or full on
So
remasters or remakes?
the way I took it was full remakes.
Okay.
So like Resident
Not like
Evil
a
1 was
reboot, not a-
remake.
Just ported. Like
Yeah.
proper.
So it's got
Okay.
the original story of that original game,
But made
but
now, technology.
made now,
Yeah.
basically. That's what I thought when I saw
Okay.
that.
So
So you can
basically-
take your own opinion on it.
The
but
same
that's what I thought.
storyline, the same gameplay, just graphics, basically.
Pretty much a graphical
Right.
You
upgrade.
can change the game.
You can
Yeah,
get
yeah.
new mechanics and things, but like in
Yeah,
modern
yeah.
the
settings,
game, as you like,
But you have to be able to
story
play it
and
and say
everything.
this is that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
unlike when they did Battlefront.
So I'm just going to stand here. I'm going to throw the question out there. What HD remakes would people like to see?
Pick me.
Okay.
Pick me. Devil May Cry 3. Just number 3.
DMC
I
3.
don't need 1, 2, or 4.
You definitely don't need 2, do you?
No.
Even on the worst one.
We don't talk about that game. It never happened. It doesn't exist. I don't know what you're talking about. Just number 3. Because the best summer I ever had in my entire life was when I had Resi 4, Kingdom Hearts 2, and Devil May Cry 3 all on the go at the same time. I didn't leave the house. And I've got Resident Evil 4. Now got all the Kingdom
You've got
Hearts.
Resident Evil 4 on every single
Have
thing.
it on
you can
every
ever
single
have it
thing
on.
I can have it on. I even had it on my iPod Touch.
As soon as it comes
It's
out on
my
the Switch,
favourite
she's
game.
having
If
it.
it comes out on the Switch, that's my life over. But I would like to see Devil May Cry 3 because it's the best one. The best one it is there.
I'm going to go because the new Crash Bandicoot.
Bandicoot?
New Crash
Bandicoot.
Bandicoot is out
It's like
pretty
the
soon.
countdown
It's
time.
coming up. But I want, with that, I want us to release Crash Bash
Yes.
and Crash Team Racing with it as well.
I have good memories.
Because they were
of
so.
They would do
good
well on the
games.
Switch. They'd be good Switch games.
It's a shame it's a
Yeah.
PlayStation exclusive, isn't it?
Well, yeah, who knows? Sure, Nintendo could pull some strings.
I very much doubt it.
But even still, I'd play that on PlayStation.
Yeah, I mean, I could easily play the 3 of those original games right now and have a great time. Be on it for hours.
You say that, I'm sure we can work something out.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
See you, Jamie, you got any? Yeah, like check out there.
Knights of the Old Republic 1
Oh,
and 2.
okay.
Please.
You know what?
Yes!
Preach.
One.
I really
Yeah.
want that to happen because, unfortunately, I never
Yeah.
actually
And
played
everyone-
them originally.
Shame him!
Shame.
Yeah.
Shame
It's a
him,
shame.
people!
Shame.
And you!
Shame!
He played a little bit.
I played a little bit.
I played a
I
little.
couldn't deal with the
I say a
controls
little bit,
now.
yeah,
That's the
pretty
issue.
Yeah.
I tried,
Yeah.
but if they remade them
So
and make the controls better.
It was turn-based.
No, yeah, it's not that. It's just I tried to play it on PC and the controls are fucked up on PC.
Yeah, I tried to play it on Steam the other day and I couldn't even get out of the menu because the controls just
It
don't
didn't
work.
work. But if they remade it and made the controls better, and it's a story I want
Definitely.
Go for it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
to, because I've heard so much great
good
things
things,
about
yeah.
it. I just want,
Yeah.
it's a story I want to experience.
Disney
Stories.
have now classified it as legend as well, haven't they?
Yeah, which is like
So
Yeah.
it's not
possibly
like
canon, basically.
I think if they're gonna do anything to it, I think they will kind of remake it and tweak it so it fits their now canon.
There's a fan-made one that they're trying to get through, but
Yeah.
I think Disney are blocking it. So
Mm.
Boo.
yeah.
Boo. Boo
But
on
if they're
Disney
blocking
are
it,
making it
if
so
they're
they can
blocking
make
it
it, yeah.
for a reason,
Yeah.
and then
Definitely.
they'll do it, fine. That's fine.
If
Hire
they
the people doing
didn't,
that.
if they weren't interested in doing anything with it, they wouldn't have made it legend. They would have just
I
said it's
think
not canon.
it's too big a franchise for them to just leave alone.
Disney are like, we can make 50 million movies out of this.
Yeah, they just
Thing
see
is,
them.
things EA has the
Rights to all
franchise,
the-
the rights to all
They've
the
had the
games.
rights for 5 years. What are we seeing for?
That's the so Disney
takes
can't
all
do
their
anything
games.
I know,
without working with EA. I mean, who wants to do that?
Well,
Saying that, like,
it's the only way I can get the remake on.
It's Disney, yeah.
we all diss EA. We all buy their games.
Literally.
Just make sure that you hire the old teams that made Knights of the Old Republic, because
They're still around.
don't go with the team that made Mass Effect
They're still around,
Andromeda.
aren't they?
Okay,
No, go with the
Yeah.
proper
that was
Bioware.
just
I wouldn't know anything about Mass Effect Andromeda because my game broke 40 hours in and I still haven't been able to continue.
I wouldn't know
You
anything
can't,
about
you
Mass
can't, you can't
Effect.
load them saves, can you?
Wouldn't know anything about it because I gave up because it was bad.
Yeah, you gave that out of choice. I had to give up because there's literally nothing I can do.
it's not bad. It's okay. It's just not
It's not
the level
enough.
you'd expect of a Mass Effect
From a
game.
Mass Effect game, yeah, I know. Going from Mass Effect 1, 2 and 3. Especially 2 and 3. Especially 2. one of the best games ever made.
Oh, yeah. That could be remade for the PlayStation 4.
Doesn't need it. It's fine. It's good where it is.
Just port it over.
It's not old enough.
Doesn't
Maybe
need
one
it.
day
It's
not
got it on
old
PC now, so it looks decent. Anyway.
For
Yeah.
people that don't want
I've
to play
got
on
that.
PC like me, bring it to PlayStation 4.
For these scrubs over here.
Meh.
But
What was the last PC game you played?
Oh.
you can play it on PC with a controller.
Yeah, but
What about you,
Anyway.
Chris?
Oh,
think-
can I just mention, with this, just sticking with the Star Wars theme, I just want to chuck in there pod racing, Star Wars pod
I
racing.
need one
Revenge.
to chuck this.
Oh, I love Star Wars pod
No,
racing
it's
so
so
much.
good.
It's so
We all
good.
played that, so that
Yeah.
is good. I don't know.
Actually,
did
I'm
you play it,
just
guys?
thinking.
Did you ever play Pod Racing?
Yeah.
Didn't that happen?
Well, no, they upraised
They
it. but
upraised
they
it, they
didn't
didn't full-on
remake it.
remaster
I want
it.
to remake.
Yeah.
Star Wars pod racing was so much fun.
It
me
was.
and him tried to play it the other day, and it made me feel really sick.
It's because of it's bad.
It's because
the bad graphics of it
graphics
now.
at the side,
It just
because you're
fucks
moving
you up on the
quick.
big TVs.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
alright on the
yeah.
smaller TVs back in the day,
Yeah.
but on massive 60-inch TVs.
It could also be because FPS limit on the game,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
So imagine it remade
The VR.
with VR.
Oh.
You'd be throwing up.
Did you see everyone
Okay.
jizzing?
I'd still play it!
Oh yeah, it's realistic, okay?
With proper like physics and like collision and
Oh, I want them to
It was so good.
remake it with all that. You can customise your own pod racer,
Yeah.
colours,
Make your own character.
add-ons, whatever. Make your own character. Ah, be great.
Yeah, it would.
It'd be
Great.
really good.
Make your own
Really
tracks,
good.
customised tracks.
Oh,
Brilliant.
I
Yeah,
love that
yeah,
game.
Everyone's happy about this right now.
that game.
yeah. So make
Everyone,
it happen.
everyone wants this so
I
bad.
can't see him doing it.
I
That's
can't
the
see
only
him doing
issue
it. I
because
can't see him doing it.
I don't think they want to touch
I-
any of the prequel
No.
stuff.
That stuff, and I don't think, just simply, I don't think racing games are profitable enough these days. I don't think enough people buy them.
Mario
Even a
Kart.
Star Wars racing.
Unless it's Mario Kart or like the big three of Mario Kart, and it's for each of the platforms: Mario Kart, Forza
Yeah.
on the Xbox, and Gran Turismo on
which
the
I don't
PlayStation.
even think
It's not one of those three.
That's going to come out.
Yeah, and then Gran Turismo on the PlayStation. It's not like, and this is one of those big major three. People don't really
No, you
typically
missed
buy
out.
into it.
Need for Speed.
Need for Speed. But I think Need for Speed's golden days are over.
Yeah,
No,
pretty much.
Sorry, but
They are. There's another one coming out this year. Yeah.
see,
I didn't even know.
Exactly.
So I jumped in there
Right,
with you, but yeah, you go on with yours.
A game that I'd love to come back, which me and Elliot played through extensively.
I've played them as well.
Have you?
2
Okay.
anyway.
Fair enough. Desert Storm.
yes,
Fucking great game.
yes, yes,
You
yes.
play as you got the sniper Foley.
Foley was a sniper.
Bradley's
Bradley
like
was
the
the team.
leader.
He was a squad leader. Connors was the heavy,
Yeah.
and Jones was the demolition.
Yeah. Such
And
a-
you could
just a
control
great
each one,
game.
get them to do different things.
Yeah, they got all obviously you got to do different things, and you got their skills to help do get through
Yeah,
areas,
yeah.
stuff like that. Amazing game.
Yeah, they could.
But I think they'd have to, if they, instead of remastering the old ones, maybe just bring it back in like a modern era,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because it was set in a,
Yeah.
you had Desert Storm, then you had
Well, it was the
Global
Desert Storm. It
but
was the
it's
Iraq and
literally-
Kuwait and
exactly,
everything.
which is a
wasn't it?
bit out of
It's a bit old hat.
yeah. So if they brought it back, maybe I don't know.
Modernise it.
I do think there's a
Yeah.
place in the modern society that's proper tactical shooters.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's not like
XCOM.
it's stuff like that, and
That is great.
what was it?
It's a little finished,
Rainbow
actually.
Six, the new Rainbow Six.
yeah.
Yeah.
Siege. That's a
People love
really,
that.
that's
Yeah.
a really good game,
Yeah.
and you can tell that the hardcore games are really into that thing. And when you get up a team and you got like good team pound to go, that game's amazing.
Yeah.
That game's fantastic.
Like Overwatch.
Like Overwatch, yeah.
The old SOCOMs, the old SOCOMs
So
are
comes,
playing
yeah,
as well.
that's another tactical
They were
one
great.
that will be
Yeah, a bit more
amazing to get on.
tactical. And
Like, timing
was that
shots
one
and shit
player or
like
two
that.
player?
I think it was 2-player.
I think it was 2 player. Yeah, that was good.
But
That was
I
really
love
in
that
depth
game.
team commands.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Like
A lot
even
of
with
fun.
the AI with you could really get
Yeah.
really, like you said, in depth with the commands. Time to go to specific places,
Mhm.
shoot at certain times.
Yeah, and how to get there? Are they doing
Yeah.
stealthy? Are they rushing in? Or,
It's really, really
it's
good.
good.
I love
And,
seeing.
oh God, sorry, it's all coming back to me now. You can suddenly burst into a barn and shoot a few people, and a couple of them will put their hands up and surrender,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
can handcuff them and take them out. But I was always too trigger happy. I was.
Mow it down.
Go with the loudest possible entrance, explosions, fuck them all up.
Sorry, Meg, you started me.
I used to do that in Desert Storm a lot. You do that, I'm Foley trying to do all the stealthy options, and you're just running, fuck
Yeah,
them
it's
all up.
Connors.
And I'm just like, Again, just like sitting there.
Where's my target? No target anymore. Blew it all up. Where's Arsages? Huh?
That's me playing Assassin's Creed. That's literally how I've... There's no one left alive, and no one can grab you up, can there? That's how you gotta do it.
No, that's cool. I do like those tactical shooters. It's really, really cool. Proper like, much more so than like your Overwatch or anything like that. Like, you go here, do this. This is your exact role.
Yeah.
And then I like when you're like you're measuring up on people and you count down and it's like 3, 2, 1, and you all get headshots. And that is a sweet moment.
Yeah.
That is such a sweet moment.
It is.
The only game I can think that's very similar to that now is Wildlands.
Yes.
You can do like
that game with Toad.
I was going to say, how would we know? Because nobody played it.
We played Vita.
The only reason I would have played it, it's just everything came out at the same time, and now it's like...
We can still get
The problem with Wildlands
when
is that
when it's cheaper.
the problem with Wildlands
and
is
run out of stuff to
at a
play.
very similar time we all discovered Overwatch.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. We all discovered Overwatch,
exactly,
got Horizon.
I haven't got time for any
Mass
other shooter
Effect.
that's not
And it's like...
Overwatch.
Yeah.
Just haven't got the
Third
time.
person,
That is the issue with that.
Speaking of Overwatch and Blizzard,
Yes.
going into dark territories here.
Yeah.
Talk about remakes and remasters.
Oh, go on.
Vanilla World of Warcraft,
Oh,
and I'm one of those
wow.
people that think the expansions have absolutely ruined
He's
the
one
game.
of those people.
They've been talking about making a
Warcraft
World of Warcraft 2 as such, where it's basically the original World of Warcraft before all the expansions, and where it's gradually got worse. But a lot of people think it's too little, too late because fans have been crying out for
You
this
go
for
back
years.
though.
Would
you?
I don't know because I haven't
would,
got.
Because you lost your life to that.
I lost my life to that when I was 15, exactly 10 years ago, and I'd go home from school and just spend hours on it, and that'd be the same every single day, just getting my mage higher and higher and higher.
Wow.
But now I've got kids, I've got work, I've got all sorts of things going on. I've got other games to play as well. I've got other missions to complete.
I've got other games. I can bring some kids around.
Unfortunately, we all just got old. That's what basically what happened here.
I can't be sitting and gaming 24/7 as much as I would love to.
Yeah.
No, it's what happens when you get old, kids.
We have responsibilities.
And that's the thing. That's what the original World of Warcraft was all about. Like nowadays, it's very, very easy to get the best stuff in the game.
Yeah.
But back then, you had to really
Grind.
You had to want it.
Yeah.
Raids lasting hours, I imagine.
Hours, literally hours.
None of these like
It's teamwork.
none of these pussy Destiny
Yeah,
raids that last only 6
Yeah.
hours.
Back at the 40-man raids,
don't last
40
6
people
hours.
all doing,
Oh my
doing
God.
their own
Depends
jobs.
who you play.
The first time we tried it,
I did. Yeah,
like when the first raid
you had
came
like
out, but
World of Warcraft ones that I've heard last.
I can't believe you got that
2
fucking
days. Something like that.
The
That's
what?
the longest one, like 2 days or something like
The
that.
what is?
World of Warcraft raids. Something that lasts that long.
Well, the original PvP as well. Ultra Valley was that could last for days. That battle, and people would like join this battle. They'd do their thing, go to bed, wake up the next morning, and rejoin the same battle. That's still going on.
yeah, because one team never managed to kill the entire of the other.
Yeah,
Basically,
yeah, pretty much.
What if you're logged off at the same time? You're fucked.
Well, yeah, you would.
That's when proper
Just like take it and take.
strategies
You've got to stay on until this time.
Taking shifts.
I think that was actually happening.
I
Sometimes,
think it probably did.
Yeah.
Probably did. Did you ever get to that level?
Well, I played in vanilla and I was level 60, which is the level cap back then, but I was only level 60 for about 2 or 3 weeks before Burning Crusade came out.
Right.
And then, so when that came out, level 70, that was my kind of prime time. That was my heyday. So, yeah, so I didn't do so much content in
got
vanilla.
to level 70 in a game.
The max level's 100 now.
Max level's what, even higher than that. It's what, 120 now? 110, 120?
It's crazy.
It's getting mad.
crazy.
Chris has never got to level 70 on anything because he didn't put the grind on Overwatch like I did.
Hang on. No. What's the highest level in Destiny?
God,
Like
no.
50 or
No, it's
something.
like light level, isn't it? It's like 210. No, it's like 260.
Technically, I'm higher than 70.
We haven't played Destiny so long now.
We don't need it.
We've
got-
given
It's
up.
fine. We got Destiny 2
We're
going.
waiting for Destiny
It's fine.
2. Yeah. Cool. So
Wait for the... We will pre-order it.
I am not getting Destiny 2.
He will.
I'm not getting Destiny 2.
He says that. He will.
No.
I'm
You
getting
will
this too. I'm giving up. I'm getting it.
Me too, I've pre-ordered.
Yeah.
She started
You see?
How can you
Man
still
fighting
trust
this
them? How can you still trust them?
Because
It was a
I
weird
get
number,
access
wasn't
to the beta, so if they're lying to me, I know beforehand.
But haven't you already paid for it?
Put my deposit down, but I can easily get my deposit back.
Right, okay.
And I get my little
We'll
pay
play the
statue.
beta. See the gameplay reveal next week. By
Do
the
you
way.
remember when Destiny first came out and the guy was saying, "Oh, all of this is open world. You can explore all
No,
of this."
Lies!
Ah,
Lies!
bullshit.
I'm hoping it's a case where they've learned from their mistakes of the first game.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter
don't lie
because
to your fans.
even if it's shit,
Well, then,
like
there's that as
literally
well,
like a
yeah.
month later we've got Battlefront. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. We can all trade
Is
it.
in the same boat with Alfred.
You're just trying to piss me off now.
Anyway.
So moving on from there, I'm gonna.
Spyro! We need,
So good, we need
Spyro.
Spyro.
as well.
So make a big remake of
No
Spyro. Spyro needs to
Skylanders.
come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sky. No,
Skylanders
No
needs to fuck
Skylanders,
off.
get rid of it.
Sorry, kids, but
Yeah.
it needs to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
To be
No
fair, if you
spot.
are kids and you are watching our channel, you shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the dad, he knows.
I know. Go to your room.
While they're watching it in the room.
Probably now.
Go to bed.
But yeah, Spyro, all of them need to come back.
Yeah.
Just start again.
Collection.
Thank you. Just start
Yeah,
again.
good
I'd
job.
happy to start again. Just bring Spyro back in the original platforming form that it was originally, and people jump on it. People love it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Especially with Crash, like, paving the way.
I
pretty
think
much.
it Crash does well because it was a deal between Activision, is Activision that made them, right?
I believe so. Yes.
and PlayStation. I think they could have a similar sort of deal
Yeah.
because Activision was the basically the block on Crash coming back for a very, very long time
Yeah.
until they struck that deal, and they're getting Crash in Skylanders. Woo. Go you guys! But we get a Crash game out of it, so which looks amazing. I mean, if you see the graphical
look good.
differences
Yeah,
between
yeah.
the old,
It does look very good. It does look very
it's
good.
beautiful.
I don't have that powerful nostalgia of Crash because it wasn't one of
Neither
the
did.
main PlayStation games. that I
Crash.
Yeah.
Crash was the first ever game I ever bought.
Wow.
Crash Bandicoot.
If you own
When I
one.
first, no, I was 4 years old. I didn't have a job or anything like so.
Oh, it's 4-year-olds with jobs.
That's Super Boss, baby.
But yeah, the original
No,
PlayStation,
not
not the PS1 that came after the new
Yeah, the original
fancy PS1, the
PlayStation.
original PlayStation,
The
and
brick.
I had Crash
All that broke
Bandicoot
on everyone.
and Worms.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
original
Worms, what a
with it as
game.
well.
Does anybody remember on the original PlayStation? I never did this. where you could wedge the thing in and like you could just play your own like backup games.
What?
What?
Nobody
What do
did
you mean,
this.
wedge what in?
The PlayStation had the easiest ever.
Have it chips, basically.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it wasn't chipped. It was just. Do you know when you put a disc tray down
Hmm.
and it recognised that there was a game in there?
Yeah.
You could just stick something in that. In a
Oh yeah,
hole.
press a button
You
and
could-
it just spins.
You could, exactly.
Oh,
you could
yeah.
do it,
I
and
did
it would just
that,
play whatever you put in there. Who gives a shit? It's playing it.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
okay. I
The
guess
thing open.
I guess that's copyright protection on PlayStation. It was literally a stick. I was like, okay, that's great. That's fantastic. That's great.
Oh my god.
I never did this.
Let's bring that back.
Yeah. Oh Jesus Christ! Don't do it. Imagine that those days. And the Dreamcast. You know how the Dreamcast? Did you
No,
know
No one
how
has
the
Dreamcast.
Dreamcast?
You're the only one.
Do you know what the copyright protection on Dreamcast was? When they burned the games to a disc, they burned them backwards. They'd fix that shit in 5 minutes. Oh my god! And nobody paid for games on a Dreamcast.
Yeah.
That shit was mad. I remember back in the day. I remember back then.
Wow.
Anyway, that was a bit off topic. Sorry guys. I just remember they just brought back all this shit about these consoles.
Would you say nowadays it's easier to do stuff like that or harder?
So what Charlie?
Way harder.
That stuff just does not exist on PlayStation 4, Xbox One.
Like,
And look how
back
easy
in
it
those-
is
I'm
to
thinking
get
PC
banned.
side of things.
Oh.
PC's always been easy.
Mm,
We shy away from it because we're good people.
we are respectable members of the gaming
Society,
community.
But PC's always been easy. But I think also opposite from that is that the PC audience is usually a more mature audience, and also like they understand where they understand where that sort of things are coming from. So they understand that the game developers need to be paid. Not so much the publishers. Who cares about publishers these days? But there's people's jobs.
Look at you, yeah.
There's people's jobs on the lines here, and I think that balances itself out at that point.
Mm.
I feel like if I ever pirated a game, I'd feel bad. especially if the game's good.
I feel bad for the actual
Well,
people involved.
No, mind if the game's bad. But if the game's
I like to
good,
think-
I feel like I want to give some money to the...
This is why I'm
developers.
against EA and things like that, and I'm not going to buy Destiny 2 because of
You will.
the morals
You fucking will.
and the ethics.
We'll make you.
Which is
Yeah.
Just get it for Christmas.
So I was so against getting Destiny, I was
She
so
was
against
getting-
it. And the game were like, pre-order it, you get a statue of Cain. I'm like,
Yeah. And it's like, I was actually in game today, and I saw the pre-order for the new Star Wars Battlefront 2,
Yeah.
and it's like, pre-order bonus, get an extra
Yeah, that's
character or
bullshit.
something.
The game, literally the game's going to be...
They always.
If you haven't heard about it, but I'll tell you later.
We've got a
It's not
podcast on it,
we've
go
got a
watch it.
podcast on it.
Yeah. If you want to hear more about the new Battlefront 2,
Yeah,
check
check
out
out our
next
last
podcast.
podcast.
Oh, last podcast.
Yeah.
I wasn't here for that,
Neither was I.
but I hear it's great.
It was a very good podcast. I did all the research for it, so it was legit.
Anyway.
She's not biased at all.
Legit.
Yeah.
So moving on from what everyone was talking about there.
Spyro somehow got onto that.
Yeah, so we really moved on from there. Remade on a new console, I'd really like a brand new Burnout game. So the last Burnout game that came out was Burnout Paradise. Has anybody else played the Burnout games?
I played a few of them.
Played.
About 3.
I think I did play
Burnout
one.
I'd love a new Burnout game in the style of Burnout 3 or Revenge, which are very similar games.
3 was good.
That was so good. That was so much fun. You just go around the track, you use your boost, you crash into shit. It's so good. It's so fucking
A
good.
racing game. You just go around the track.
You go out, shut
You
up.
crash into...
But look, half the
Next
aim
gen, Jamie!
half of the game is to make other people crash, and I want to see those people crash in next gen. It was
That
so
sounds a bit like
You want
It's
to
so
have
good.
to shit
In
at the
VR.
Yeah.
In VR.
Talking about racing games that I want
Yeah.
remastered,
Yeah.
I just thought of a new one.
Split Second, yeah.
Mate! I lost so much of my life in Split Second!
It's never going to happen, though.
Split, oh my...
Is that like Disney when they used to make games?
That is one of the few Xbox 360 games I 1,000 pointed. That game, and when you 1,000 pointed, you get an F1 car. I spent so, oh my god, the days I lost on that game. I was addicted to that game.
Literally the best racing game.
The worst part of that game was doing the fast routes where you had to get the best time on a single track, and you had to perfect it. If you didn't perfect it, you were scrubbed. And I remember like literally every track I did, I beat it by 0.01 of a second. I was jumping up and down the house. I was literally I was headbutting walls at that point.
You still got it?
I think I do. I've got a
We should
360
get that out and do
somewhere.
a video on that one. because that's
I
amazing.
love that game so much.
It's not that
So
old.
basically,
Just so you can wreck us all out.
So Split Second is a game. I'm just going to explain to the guys because maybe they haven't played it. Split Second is a game on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. Similar to Burnout, but the aim of the game is to is obviously win the race. But you use the environment, and you have these.
You got a new job that you haven't told us about.
No.
You've been employed by Split
Shut
Second
up.
to sell this
Considering the company don't exist anymore.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not.
You can go these. You can earn these power ups from like surfing, from drifting.
Drifting
Yes.
and... Yeah.
And you can use power ups to affect environmental things. So you can like drop a crate on somebody,
Or the boat, when the boat
when the boat comes
flies
in.
across.
Yeah, or you can just make shit happen. That game
The best
so
one
good.
was when you got
So
the plane
fun.
to crash onto the road.
and it was like going back to
You
like
need to
remember
play
that.
this. You guys need to play this.
I have played it.
The-
I know-
the-
I have
the
played
game that was
it.
like comparable to it. Was like, I always think Battlefield 4 with Revolution,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where you
But
do
racing
something, you trigger
is
something, and
amazing.
it changes the entire map.
Except
so
it
good.
changes it a bit more than Revolution.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that racing game was so good. I don't know why it didn't succeed massively because it was so much fun.
It was good.
It was so much fun. I love that game. Oh
Bring
my
that
god,
back.
you hit that shit on the head, Chris. Oh my god, I love that
Instead of
game.
mine.
I love that game. I remember getting the F1 car, and literally nobody was sad enough to get to get this car. And I
Apart
went
from
online, and you go and you just win. You just win because you're so far ahead of everybody that couldn't be bothered to get this shit. Oh, it was so good, so good.
Just jizzing
I like that game
around.
so much. I'm making those no face noises. I love that game so much.
That's my job.
Yeah.
I'm the no-face person.
Another game that I'd really like to see remastered, or not remastered, remade entirely, basically from the ground up. It's the earlier Elder Scrolls games.
So,
So Morrowind
Morrowind.
and Oblivion.
Didn't Oblivion get that?
No.
Now, there are even earlier games, but none of us have played those.
There are early games. but
Arena
what-
and Daggerfall were
Yeah.
the earlier
Yes,
the
exactly,
earlier
yeah.
ones.
But I think the one that people really want is Morrowind.
Yeah.
Morrowind.
Morrowind is the one. Morrowind was
I've-
so good.
I think I had a ridiculous
Never
amount of
played
hours in that
I've
game.
never
I don't know how
played it.
many,
I
because
played Oblivion.
I had it first, I think it was the Xbox original.
Yeah, that's what I played it on.
I had it on that first, and
Yeah.
I then bought the Game of the Year edition on PC, which and I then probably played 3 times as much on PC as I did on the Xbox.
Morrowind.
I don't know how much it was, but it was a lot.
Imagine-
Well over 100,
Yeah.
mate. Probably
It pretty much the game.
500
The game
hours
was
easy.
the game was bigger, much bigger than Skyrim or anything.
Oh god, yeah.
And what I really
Yeah.
liked about it is there was no direction.
So
So
you were
it's
literally
basically
dumped in a dock, and they're
You-
just
you-
like, right,
You
go
get put
here.
down, you got to deal with it.
But it doesn't tell you how to get there.
Yeah.
You literally just got to
Start
explore.
this game because
Yeah,
I remember
right.
being dumped
Enemies
in the dock.
were not leveled like they are in Oblivion and Skyrim, so you could wander into a cave and you just get one-shotted
Yeah.
or something if
Yeah.
you weren't
Yeah.
Got you.
It was a much more difficult game. I like the fact that you could just wander off in a direction. It's like you don't you play Skyrim now. You put down a marker and it tells you on the thing where the marker is. You didn't get that in Morrowind.
Did you have to use a map?
Yeah, no, you didn't get that.
Oh.
You
had a map.
You had a map, but it had that like the fog of war.
No, the
But you
game
know where you're
came
going.
with a big.
Oh, you had an
Poster
external
paper
map.
map.
Sorry, yeah.
This is where
You
Jamie
an
had the map
external
on
map.
his TV.
I fucking had the map out on the sofa next to me. No, you needed
Did you turn it as you turned?
No,
You literally there. You're holding this map, and I hope you did well at geography, guys. Because it's yeah, you needed those skills to use this.
Going
shit.
to a quest, realise you're on the map upside
But
down.
you're there, and you're literally reading street signs to find out where to go in the game. It was so good. It
Yeah.
was so much fun, and that was by far the most immersed I've been in an Elder Scrolls game because it just didn't point you in the direction you needed to go, and each area that you went to was so varied. Everything was so different from each other. It was it was so good. It was so good. That's one game I can deal with being remade.
And you
that
could
was so good.
You could actually break the main quest by killing someone you weren't supposed to kill.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
But-
if you wanted to, you could finish a game in 15 minutes. You could
But-
finish a game, but how the hell are you meant to know how to get there?
But
Zelda
but
situation.
they added a second way to
Walkers.
finish the game, even if you'd killed
Yeah.
characters you're not supposed to kill.
Can you not kill characters you're not supposed to kill on like Skyrim?
No, they're
No, they're
invincible in
faint.
Skyrim,
They're
and on
Or is
on
that-
Oblivion
is
they're
that
invincible. Yeah.
And the same thing in Fallout, yeah.
It was one of the Fallouts that you could kill.
Not in the Fallout 3 or
No,
4,
wait,
the
Fallout
1
3.
ones.
Fallout 4, you can kill anyone.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
Who can't you kill?
You can't kill necessary NPCs.
No, sorry. They can be.
They've
No.
been knocked out.
Some of them. No, some
Oh,
characters
okay.
can be killed, but it's that the AI won't attack the knocked out characters. So, like your own, you say your companions can be killed by you accidentally. Say, like if they drop to the
Yeah,
floor,
yeah, and you
Yeah.
do some
you
area.
could then accidentally shoot them and kill them.
Yeah.
Or your grenades. could
But if
kill
it was somebody with a story quest,
Grenades
you couldn't
is
kill him.
Yeah.
You couldn't kill him.
You want about Fallout?
Fallout.
Okay.
Elder Maxon, you could kill him. He said something that.
No, you could kill because I did. I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah, I
I
did.
remember like this guy with his proper like hipster side hair. I was like,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
save this game right now. I'm gonna fuck you up
Yeah,
so
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
I was like, just a shotgun to the face. I was like,
Which
that's
one was this?
satisfying. It's 4.
What? I
Cool.
only played that once. So.
I remember he said that I was a really good soldier. He made me a paladin, so I went behind him and stabbed him in the back like a hero.
That's how heroes win. Stabs in the back
Oh my
and
God.
lies to their friends.
Any more remasters, anyone?
Anyone want to jump in any more remasters?
I'm surprised you
Yeah,
haven't said
mention
Time
Time
Splitters.
Yeah, so you two split.
No, the only reason I said Time Splitters so far is because it's already been done.
True.
Time Splitters Rewind, which
Good
they're remastering HD full on all the multiplayer maps first, which apparently is coming out the end of this year. But they've been saying this for ages.
Yeah.
But it's like a small team doing it that used to work on it.
Would it be another Junior Come Forever?
It's funded, I think.
Let's hope not.
Let's hope not.
Let's
Yeah, well,
hope
it's,
not.
it's all the old games. It's not a new one.
Yeah.
It's all the old games just remastered, and then they're remastering the whole story.
Remember that, like, was it Monkeys Against Robots?
Yeah, that's the best thing about
and
Time
things like
Splitters.
that.
The random shit,
What
like
that
game
shit?
modes. You
Yeah.
could just make
Oh.
up random game
Yeah.
modes. It
I've
was
played so
amazing.
many hours in the Time Splitters 2.
That was
Yeah.
the best
Making
one.
your own
Time
maps
Splitters
on
2 was
and then-
hands
Yeah,
down
yeah,
the
yeah.
best Time Splitters. And then EA got their hands on it for Time Splitters 3. It was still good. It wasn't
that?
as good though.
Oh, I
yeah.
never played 3.
That's why it stopped after 3. Because EA got their hands on it.
EA ruins everything they put their hands on.
Yes, they do. Where's the salt? Where's the salt?
But yeah,
Oh
Time Spurs.
God.
Yeah,
I
Time
can't wait
Spurs,
for
yeah.
that. That's going to come out eventually.
It's going to come out sometime very soon. I say very soon. Could be 10 years. Who knows?
It's a small team. As long as they do it right, because it is the people that originally worked on the game and made the game, so they can have as long as they need.
Cool.
And as long as they bring
It's
it out,
okay.
amazing.
It's
It's
okay.
fine. I don't care. As long as the delays to it give it, make it as the best game that they could make it, that's fine by me. I can wait.
Okay, cool. So anybody got any sick remasters want to drop or?
Not off the top of my head.
Yeah, I'm sure people will let us know. So moving from there.
Yeah, let us know in the comments what you want to see.
Exactly, yeah. So moving on from there. Kate has recently bought a Switch. That's her Switch right there.
Actually,
so
which one, how do we know which one is it?
This one's
Is
mine.
it definitely yours?
who even knows these days? But we've all got the new hotness on the Switch.
Woo!
Mario Kart.
So
So it's
good.
Mario Kart 8
Which-
Deluxe, which we all have.
So
Played on
good.
stream.
Yeah, we played on the stream
Yeah.
last week. You might have watched.
What's everyone's
That's
impressions on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe?
It's amazing.
Good.
It's fantastic.
It's more Mario
so
Kart,
good.
which everyone loves Mario
It's
Kart.
so
It's good.
much
It
fun.
is fun.
Could you say I thrashed these two?
Yeah, you fucking did.
Jamie's too good at Mario.
He even
Kart.
played with the controller upside down and still beat
It's
us.
not fair.
No, it's fair. I didn't win that race, but I did come like third.
I won that
I
one.
had the controller backwards. I was actually playing like that.
Yeah,
I
thanks
still
for
won.
whoever did that to us. They made me play upside down.
Right, literally,
That guy
he
who was
upside
obsessed
down.
with making stab.
Yeah, we had to
Yeah.
dab every time we went past the finish line.
It was so good.
I
It was so good.
ended up forgetting to do that in the end.
Yeah, your dab ended
I
up
saw
being
your sick dab, Jamie.
Yeah.
that. I don't know what that was.
Has everyone do their own impression of Jamie's dab? Okay, I'm going to count down 3.
Okay.
I've not seen it, so you have to
Oh.
Just do anything because believe
Yeah.
me, it will be better than what Jamie did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right,
3, 2, 1. That was Jamie's dab,
Yeah.
basically.
It was funny.
Just pick anyone.
I was just
It'll
focused on the
fit.
game, So.
Oh,
It was
God.
hilarious, but I love that game so much. I love it. It's so fun. And playing it with your friends, it's unbeatable.
Yeah.
It is unbeatable.
We plan on doing a drunk Mario Kart at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be a fun video
Yeah.
to watch and look out for.
Let's keep it
Everyone's
on.
like, yeah, Jamie's like, oh no.
Nah, it's good. It's just sort
I'll
of
just die, that's all.
when you haven't got much time, you literally
Alcohol,
pick it up, have a race,
Yeah.
put it
Okay.
away.
Yeah, I love the fact it's on the Switch, you can just.
Pick up and go.
I was playing it on the.
We played
we
it
had
the other day
my
when we
sister's
were
wedding
in the
on the way
car.
down. We were playing it in the car.
Yeah.
It's great.
It was good.
Who was driving?
Not me. So
Yeah.
it's okay.
Very irresponsible drivers over here.
We were all driving.
But I was going to say, technically, I was driving. But yeah.
On the motorway, there's me throwing out bananas.
No, it is good. It's just.
It's literally,
Yeah.
it's your typical Nintendo scenario where it's pure fun.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
pure
a great
fun.
game that
It
was
is fun.
wasted on originally.
The Wii
When it
U.
originally came out on the Wii U, and it's like a completely brand new game, even though it's the same game.
Because
Yeah.
nobody
Because no
played
one
it.
played it
To be
on the
honest,
Wii U.
probably like 12 people had a Wii U. Nobody played
That
it.
one there.
Yeah.
I did
He
it,
was
I
one
did
of them,
it,
yeah.
It was really good on the Wii U, and it's even much better on the Switch.
Yeah.
I'm thoroughly enjoying that game. Is everyone happy with Mario Kart on that? Yeah. So Elliot, I don't believe you played Mario Kart yet.
Not the new one.
No, we'll get you on in, mate.
No.
Yeah,
Well, I've obviously played the older ones.
We'll get you on.
Get him on a
We'll
stream.
get you on.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Get the challenges going.
Yeah, we'll do it.
That's what
And
people
obviously
message us
the-
like. When you do this, and that's what we was all doing. That's why we ended up dabbing. We did home syncs and impressions. Everything was happening.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so the other game that
That's a
we've been
great
playing recently
Well,
is
just me.
well, just Jamie, in fact, is Prey. So Jamie, why don't you tell us a little bit about Prey?
Like Bioshock mixed with what did you say? Like,
System
System
Shock
Shock
2.
2. If you ever
Yeah.
played that,
Wow, that's old.
oh yeah.
That is a poll.
if you want to play it, you have to get it from good old games, System Shock 2.
Yeah.
But anyway, Prey. It's like Bioshock, System Shock 2, and Dishonored because
Okay.
it is made by the
It's made
same
by
people
them,
that made
yeah,
Dishonored.
yeah.
And
Oh,
I haven't
man.
got very far in it at the moment, but it's actually quite difficult. You can't just run into a room and try and take out the Phantom.
Oh, I'm fucking.
The Phantom will take off half of your health in like one hit if you'll not get it.
It's an easy mode.
I can't remember if it was a difficult setting or not. I can't remember, to be honest. I've only played a little bit. I've only got out the first area, and I'm just exploring everywhere in the first
Yeah.
area.
It's those
Try
kind of
and
games that
find
you
everything.
have to kind of thing like explore everywhere and fight. You want to find all the little.
It's RPG like, but there's no XP or anything. You just have to find or make the neuromods to get yourself more abilities. So in the area after you get out of the tutorial bit, basically, you can find the recipe to make more neuromods.
Okay.
You can break down things you find like junk in the world into resources just to make ammunition, neuromods, and everything. It's easy. It's not complicated.
Sounds complicated. It'd probably make it an easy way of doing it. Just press a button.
Yeah. It is. You literally just find a recycler, put it in the recycler, and press a button. It recycles it. Okay. And there's then just an assembler that assembles shit from those just 4 resources.
How good is it? Because I've seen it being advertised to high heaven. Yeah, I've seen it
is
everywhere.
Actually quite good. What I've played so far,
the reviews I've had a quick look at. It's got good scores.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there was a Prey 2 originally, wasn't there?
So
that's completely different.
So Prey. So I believe I'm the only one here that played the original Prey.
Played the original.
Okay, yes, me and Jamie played the original Prey. Extremely different game.
Very different game.
You're a American
Indian,
not Red Indian.
Yeah.
Like going up against aliens. You're sucked up, and it's very much like Portal mechanics. So you go through, it's very early. Like if you play the Portal games, there's very early mechanics from that. Very, very different game. They've basically rebooted the entire thing. It's got nothing to do with the original
Is there any,
game.
for what you've played, is there any like hints at a similar kind of like story with the whole?
From what I've seen, no.
Stuff?
Oh no.
Completely unrelated.
It's still aliens.
Complete reboot, yeah.
But I think you see it in the original trailers for the game.
Yeah,
the aliens come in the 1960s.
Okay.
Yeah, the little aliens come in the 1960s. The Russians and the Americans secretly collaborate to build a shell around the aliens, which will infect a satellite sort of thing, and it sits there for ages, and then the game's set in 2035.
So is it like okay? That's interesting.
And they've actually built a massive space station around the shell that was originally put around the aliens, and they're studying the aliens and stuff. But they escape containment.
Yeah, but something goes wrong.
It
sounds so.
Most people on the station are now dead. You know,
that sounds pretty cool. What I miss though is that originally, if anybody remembers the original Prey 2 trailer, where you're like this sick ass bounty hunter.
Yeah, that trailer was amazing.
That looked so good,
and then
it looked like so much fun.
It was playable, and then suddenly just decided.
And then
the studio that was making it
went down.
Yeah.
But it looked like so much fun. And then now we've got Prey. I'm sure Prey is a very fun game.
So what's the kind of mechanics to it? Are you like, you got guns?
Yeah, I've got guns.
You've got powers?
Not yet. I don't have powers yet, but I know that...
Because I have heard about some of the powers.
I haven't got to the... Well, in the trailers, you could see like a little like blast wave shock thing you throw on the floor, and like a...
you have the ability
and you can change into like a coffee cup.
Yeah. You can
jump through small spaces.
Yeah, I heard someone turn into a toaster, so...
Yeah. But...
I haven't his face then, but literally.
I haven't found the thing which lets you use those powers yet.
Because that'll be hands down. That'll probably.
I think it's quite early. You find that
turning into
technology stuff. It's not like a parallel universe where you can use magic and stuff. It's all technology.
It's 2030s, and it's like they've been experimenting with the aliens' genetics and putting it into humans and things. So
that's it.
So they're a bit further ahead,
but they don't fully understand how the aliens can do what they do.
Right.
So obviously that's probably going to play into the story.
Yeah. We'll find out by the end of it.
But obviously,
But it seems like a really interesting game.
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't played it yet. Jamie's not played it out of all of
the demo's out and it's like an hour long, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I plan on playing it. Well, it's the first hour of the game.
I watched Frankie on PC playing it, and I was just like, oh, okay, I want to buy this now, and I did.
I think I actually saw the same video.
I'll get it.
It does look good.
I'll get it eventually when I've played all the
I
other
finally
stuff
found a game that I can't run on max settings on PC.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's like Prey doesn't run.
Need a whole new PC now, Jamie.
Oh
no! Throw it in the trash!
Oh god.
That's a shame.
No.
Just because of that, I'm not going to buy it.
You'll be alright. Yes, hello.
But yeah, it does seem like a pretty cool game. I do think I'm going to play it at some point. I'll probably play James, to be honest, with his Steam sharing settings. Steam's amazing these days.
Steam for the win.
It's such a selling feature. But yeah, that's cool. Yeah, great. I think that is pretty much going to wrap it up.
Chris wanted to talk about Little Nightmares.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, there's Little Nightmares. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you did a live stream, didn't you?
Yeah, me and Kate did a couple of live streams on it, and it's such a creepy, weird kind of game.
I wouldn't say it's not scary.
It's not scary. That's
It's
why
not
it's creepy.
scary.
It has a few jump scares in it.
If
Every
you're
now
that way,
Matt Cole
inclined,
find
it is kind of it's creepy if that's
The-
what
the-
you don't like.
the-
You know what? That game, I'm not gonna lie. The first time we live streamed it, I was like, nah, like it's not my kind of game. I didn't really think much of it. It's a good game, serve its purpose. It's fine. And then you get to the end, and you're like,
Well, a bit before the end, you were a bit
Well, yeah, like
to be
things
fair. Things start happening, and you're like, oh shit.
and you're like,
I'll set the premise of the game. You're this little girl, and if you've ever played any game like Inside or what was the other one? Is it Limbo?
Limbo,
Yeah.
Where it's like a side scroller,
Oh, I played Limbo.
Yeah.
Yeah, really
and
strange.
it's kind of it's a puzzle game. So you've kind of got to
Kinda,
escape
yeah.
these kind of like creatures, different creatures throughout. I'm not going to spoil any of the main ones, but one of the main ones which everyone's seen on all the
promotions, and stuff.
advertisements was the one at EGX when we went. The chef.
Yeah.
And you got to hide from him and get past him and stuff like that. Do you remember this game?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I was there at Rest as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but you got to try and hide and get past these creatures without them catching you. And they've got a very specific reason to try and catch her, which I'm not going to obviously spoil. But
You can assume what the chef wants.
It doesn't do it justice. Like we played it, me and you had a little go on it at EGX, and I like.
Dude.
Yeah, well, I did, and
It's
it's just
unmemorable.
like it wasn't.
I don't remember.
It's not my personal kind of game, but after watching him play the story, I was like, oh. And it's one of them things where I had to, like, when we left, I went on my phone and I've been watching videos about people's idea of the
Theories and
story,
shit like
and,
that.
and like, because it don't give you much.
yeah.
Like, this thing happens, and it's like, oh yeah, bang, by the way, this happened, and then you're like, oh my
Oh,
god.
shit. Like literally,
No explanation.
at the end of that game, I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this game?
Yeah. We watched all through the credits to see if there was anything more.
There's a little tiny bit.
Yeah, but nothing,
But
like,
other than that, it was just
nothing
like, that
to
didn't
tell
really give us
you what
much.
happened. So I've been, there's a
It's
theory
level.
I've read that I is my personal favourite. But obviously we're not going to speak
Yeah,
to...
yeah.
If we ever do another video and we talk about the story, that theory to me sounds legit.
Well, they're doing a prequel kind of comic
Yeah.
to it, so that could kind of...
And when we
Show
loaded
what
up the game,
happens.
it said scanning for DLC.
So I hope there's DLC
So
for
there's
this game.
got...
It's not very long. It's a short, like, indie experience. So it's
Yeah.
not... But, like, what you get, I think it's $15.99. It's so worth it. It's mind-blowing, that game.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
one word,
You
two
ju-
words to describe
you
it.
just
Mind-blowing.
You don't
It's
see
like, I
it
was so
coming.
shocked.
You just don't see the ending coming
Yeah,
down.
you're like, oh, this is fun.
crazy.
No, oh
It's
my god.
crazy.
It was great. Absolutely loved it.
It's good.
Definitely worth picking
High
up.
praise.
And you know what?
Yeah.
So far, in Indie Game of the Year, and I still think, no matter what's going to come out, I think it will win it. Just like
Maybe.
Inside won last year.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that is definitely high praise, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to play this. I'm going to play it soon, I
You should,
reckon. 'Cause it's
you
not long, is it? It's like 3 hours long.
3 hours. We did it in 3 hours.
We did a
and I
stream,
fucked up
and we were-
so much.
We did a stream
So-
and we were like, we have to go to bed now. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. We have to go to bed. Come back like the next day. I was meant to do the next stream, and we were
Really?
literally like 15 minutes away from the end, and we were like, oh. like it's like we had
We
like
could've
Mr.
Wonder what that
We should have
was
just
so
finished.
quick.
Bay, that guy who watched our stream. We
Yeah,
call him
Mr.
Mr.
B.
Bay. Well, he's got this really long name, but he was so cool, and he watched the whole stream with us. He was telling us little bits of the story and that.
He was helping me
He
out when I
was
got
so
stuck,
cool.
which was a lot.
Yeah.
Not
When
gonna
Chris
lie.
didn't know what to do, the guy was like messaging like, yes.
A lot of the time, I knew what to do. It was just timing
Do
it right,
Yeah.
and I was just like, oh.
Yeah. It was good though. It was good.
It's not the knowledge, it's the skill.
Yeah.
Like it always does, Elliot.
He tried, like, did that bit where he was trying to do it and he kept trying. He just had to run from like cover. So this didn't catch him. He's like, I can't do it. I was like, give it me, I'll do it. Just like
Yeah. And there's another bit where it's like there's obvious bits of cover to hide behind, and I was trying to like time it right and all that, and then the guy was just like, just run across it all,
yeah.
and it worked. I was like, we're making it harder for ourselves, really. Well, I was.
So like, the
overthinking it.
perspective of it. Like, you think you're in cover, but you're clearly not.
Yeah.
It's one of them, you got to be
Because it's a side
right.
scroller, you can't really tell the depth much.
Yeah.
Right.
And my depth perception's off anyway, so when I thought I was jumping on the ledge, I just like jumped behind it. I'm like, oh.
Right.
It's like
Do that
Assassin's
again.
Creed again.
Yeah, literally.
Right, yeah.
Literally. It's so good though. I don't think, like, what I've seen of it before we played it, I don't think it did it justice.
No.
It does not do it
They
justice.
have not promoted this game enough. Because I feel like... Although saying that, I think word of mouth will do it now.
Yeah.
Just like Inside wasn't promoted
Yeah.
massively. And that word of mouth, I didn't play it until earlier this year. That won Game of the Year, and that's what got me to play
And
it.
it's going to ride
And
for
I've heard it was
ages
so
on
great.
people debating the story.
Yeah.
That's what's going to keep this game alive till they put the next DLC, because you literally don't get any explanation for what happens. So it's going to be one of those where people
Oh, I need
think
to play
it's
it
this,
now.
people think it's that, and it's gonna carry itself on
You can
just
run and play, it's
by
only 3 hours.
like theories alone.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh, that's cool. It sounds really cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely
Cool.
worth picking up.
Cool. Awesome. So I think we'll wrap it up there. So yeah, this has been a 4 mugs 1 mic, guys. So thanks for watching. We will catch you.
You can find us all on iTunes and all your podcast services. Obviously, you can find the video on YouTube.
We're on audio podcasts now. So yeah, we will catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye guys. Take
Bye.
care. Bye bye.
If you like that video and want to see more like it, then click this playlist button here. If you happen to want to subscribe to us and check out all our content, then click this amazing sexy button right here. Look how enticing it is. You know you want to click it. And if you're already subscribed to us, well then you are already an awesome human being.